What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Madam Adam as always, and it's time for another honest tarot deck review. Today, we are talking about Every Little Thing You Do is Magic tarot. Yeah, super fun. I liked the images that were shown to me on the back of the box here. The Fool, the World, and one of the wands. I don't know. But yeah, this is by Callie Little and Moorea Seal. That's an interesting name. Box is really cute, you know, the back of it, connecting to tarot, whether it's through the art, the metaphor, or the ritual of it all, may awaken your intuition. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned reader, Every Little Thing You Do is Magic tarot is your gateway to personal growth and finding the self you've been longing for. Callie Little is a multidisciplinary artist and writer, and Moorea Seal is an artist, designer, and author of the best-selling guided journal series, The 52 Lists Project. Not personally familiar. Let me know if you are in the comments. Let's see. Tap into your inner guide and become your most mindful and magical self. Includes 78 cards and a fully illustrated guidebook. Also available, the companion workbook, Every Little Thing You Do is Magic, an interactive guide to tarot, ritual, and personal growth. I got this deck for 25 bucks. I think it was at Barnes & Noble. So yeah, 78 cards. Good. We're sticking to the 78. No additional. I enjoy that. When you open the box, it says who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Carl Jung. Very cool. Really pretty too. Like the star pattern is really nice. You can see some crystals and things around the edges. The box is a good carrying case for the deck. Absolutely. Another fun thing it came with was this folded, foldable little card stand here. Creating your altar. Yeah, they suggest opening the box and making this like a little altar that you could like put a crystal or something in here and stand it up. If you see the picture right there, they suggest having maybe a crystal or something like that on the inside. And then this is a little foldable card stand. So this is more than just a box and cards. Set up a mini altar in a special corner of your home or bring it with you on adventures. I'm a big fan of people having like a traveling altar or a traveling spiritual case or something, a spiritual to-go bag, if you will. Use this card stand to display your favorite card or card pull of the day. Yes. Personalize it, you know, crystals, photos, small trinkets, and things like that. And you literally just like fold this up. I already had it set up, but you just fold it up and you put the little tab here through the slot, like so. And it makes a little stand. And it says, Every Little Thing You Do is Magic. And it's got a little lip here for you to put one of the cards, just like so. Super cute. And it stands very well. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. But, you know, there it is. Down there. Yeah. So, oh, we can do this. See? Ta-da! Card stand. Super cool. We love a little functioning moment. You can see the cards are large. Quite large. In comparison to my classic Rider-Waite. Quite large cards, and the cardstock is lovely. It has this kind of mix of gloss and matte to it. I do love the back art. I love the pattern. Love that. And you'll notice that when I go through all of the cards in the next section, I kind of took my time a little bit. I kind of took my time with it because I was really looking at these images. I'm really drawn to the way these images are presented on these cards. So yeah, it is quite a large, it's a hefty deck. It's a big boy, you know? It's a big boy because they're not small and, you know, width-wise. And also, you know, cardstock is not narrow. It's not thin. It's a good hefty, you know? So let's get into the guidebook a little bit here. Within each of us is a hero and guide of our own magical journey. It shows up in mundane or quiet ways throughout our days. When our gut tells us to do something kind, we make when we make a right-hand turn instead of a left, when we reflect on a hard decision made and say, I am proud of my choices despite any hardships. We truly believe that every little thing you do is magic. Through the practice of tarot, all people, regardless of belief system or heritage, have access to their inner guide. Tarot begins like we do with a clear-eyed fool ready to take on the world. Caution be damned. It can be challenging, though, to take that first leap off the ledge and into the unknown, especially with something as old and mysterious as the tarot. We know the intimidation that may come with buying your first deck. We also know that it's easy to fall into a rut with any practice or ritual in one's life, to ignore the call to go inward. We offer tarot as a resource and support system for the exploration and validation of self, one that can be used throughout a lifetime. Period, sis. Yes, ma'am. Tarot challenges us to be more mindful about how we show up for ourselves, asking us to turn habits into mindful rituals. Our habits rule our daily lives. They may unknowingly take over and consume our attention, pulling us away from our inner knowing, the true selves we most desire to be. We hope to provide you with a foundation upon which you grow new divinatory rituals, practice self-trust, that's a big one, and strengthen intuition. Tarot is a big, juicy toolkit to gain a deeper understanding of the self you've been longing for. May your inward journey be a lifelong joy. Yes. Yes. 10s across the board. No notes. No notes. I'm trying not to sneeze. This isn't... Bless me. This is, I'm not gonna edit that out. This is an excellent way to look at the cards, from, in a way that I very much resonate in a way that I teach. It's an inside-out journey. Learning about tarot is learning about yourself. So I think this is great. There was nothing in here about learning about other people or, divining any of that, Let's see here. They have a little bit about symbology. The court cards is something that are interesting in this deck as well. Yes, they bring that up next. After symbology, the court cards have different names. If you used other tarot decks, you've probably seen court cards labeled Page, Knight, Queen, King. We're here to shake up the inherent biases in the traditional world of the royal courts. Okay, period. In our tarot world, all people are welcome and given the opportunity to rise. For this reason, we have renamed our court cards. The Apprentice is now the Page, someone in pursuit of growth or gaining new opportunities for educational progress. They have quite a way to go before becoming masters of their own wisdom, influence, and skill. Okay, yes, I see that. Pages come from, where do they come from? They come from Justice. In the major arcana. So yeah, it's the lesson of karma. It's the lesson of balance and how we have approached balance newly in our life with the knowledge of the ace through the 10. We've lived a bit and now it's like, okay, with what you know, let's reset the mindset. Let's go back to a mental reset or journey, if you will. So, I like that it's because pages are youthful energy. They're often messengers, and they relate to that justice of the major arcana, right? So unless it's a Marseille deck and it's flipped, but anyway. So yeah, I like the way this is phrased. A way of going before becoming masters. They have a way to go before becoming masters of their own wisdom, influence, and skill. So we have to approach it from a beginner's mindset. Whether it is the pentacle, the sword, the cup, the wand, regardless of which avenue it is. But the relation, the kind of overbearing or the overarching energy is also that vein of justice and karma. So it's that's why I always feel that it's kind of that youthful idea of like, what's justifiable and, I'm trying to do the right thing no matter what is a very like youthful mindset, that a page might often have, an apprentice might have. So the champion is how we have the knights here. Someone who has been through great training and has likely risen in rank with much success. They've been lauded externally and have yet to truly embody inward mastery of the self. That's interesting. I like the idea of the champion, that we're progressing, that it implies success in itself. It's giving chariot energy. Great training, likely risen in rank. So yeah, someone that gets it, someone that has a discipline to them. Those come from the Hanged Man as well, and that implies an element of discipline, needing to see perspective and things from the other side. Takes a great deal of discipline and understanding. The Oracle for Queens in this deck, someone who has done internal work to seek deep wisdom. They have been on a vision quest and will soon re-enter the physical world to commune with those who have also been to the other side. So new understandings that other people, that, you know, like you've kind of been awakened to the same understandings that other people that are enlightened as well. So that makes sense also to me. Queens come from death in the major arcana, so it implies transformation of the self, the inner journey, fully resonates. And then the Elder is the king in this deck, a peaceful and powerful sage who has lived a full life, adventured inward and out, and communed with others from a variety of world perspectives. They have found enlightenment and are willing to share wisdom to uplift others. Yes, kings, and kings come from temperance. Temperance bears a lot of that. That's, yeah, I really, really love that. The most fickle one to explain, I think, is page energy, because it's like, you know, pages are kind of a reset. Even though you've gone through the ace through the 10, the page is like, yes, it's, okay. To me, it's like, you're the best at what you do in your town, you know? It's like being... For me, I'll use myself as an example. Being like team captain of the swim team in middle school and high school and going to like regionals and knocking it out of the park every time. But then going to state, I was like in a big fucking pond. I was a little fish in a big pond, you know? So that's the page now, right? Like ace through 10 is me like becoming accomplished and reaching the 10 of whatever suit I associate victory in swimming, right? The wheel of fortune of it all. And then now it's like, okay, but there's karma here. You have to keep this consistency. We have to understand other people. There's a page-like mentality that needs to take over now. Now you're at court, honey. Now you're at court, girl. We're not in the mundane, the daily ace through 10. Now we're in the page to king shit. Now we're in the justice to temperance realm of things now. We're getting serious, you know? This is deeper understanding, higher level thinking, right? So that's the one that's kind of harder to explain to me, because it is like a reset in a lot of ways. But court cards are always funky. But I do like this way of putting it: apprentice, champion, oracle, elder. If you have an issue with the courts, I wonder if that helps you in some type of way. They go into a brief history of tarot through the 14th, 15th, 18th, 19th, and 20th century. Card pulls and spreads, suggestions here. Let's look into some of the majors that we love to focus on here. Each card, they have a breakdown, a reverse definition, channeling the vibe in, oh, that's really cool. Channeling the vibe in stones that correlate to the card, numerology, scents, like smells, and also songs. They make song suggestions. Dog days are over. Florence and the Machine for the Fool. That's interesting. That's so cool. I Am Woman, Emmy Melly for the Empress. Excellent. Let's go to the Lovers. You know, we got to check that one out and see how we're doing with that. All right. Here we go. We see this card and think of romance, new relationship energy, and yummy, sexy feelings. It's important, however, to remember that the Lovers speak strongly to our sense of self-love. Tarot is a mirror that reflects our inner workings, and the Lovers show us what's inside our hearts. For any union to succeed and bear fruit, everyone involved must accept and embrace the multiplicity of selves within. To truly cultivate romance and love with another, romance yourself. Follow the path that leads deepest within, toward wholeness and fruitful destiny ahead. The reversed meaning is somewhere in your heart there's a misalignment of values. You're feeling unsatisfied and unsure, whether it's in a relationship or with someone else or yourself. Take a moment to analyze the conflict. You are being prompted to realign with your core truths. Okay, so that's the whole thing. I was hoping that it was going to say, we see this card and think of romance, new relationship energy, and yummy, sexy feelings. It is important, however, to remember that the Lover speaks strongly to our sense of self-love, the need to make our own choices, decisions, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Love is a choice, that kind of thing. But it kind of went on the self-love angle. They have Emerald here to channel the vibe. Mood music is Soulmate by Lizzo. I don't remember that one. Let's see. I think, isn't it about, like, being your own soulmate? Yeah. Yeah, I'm my own soulmate. I guess. Yeah. I'm glad that that's the song that we correlate to this, at least, that it's self-love. I like the pivot from the outward to the in. I do like that. The image is, and they don't really elaborate on the image and why they picked the image at all. There's no elaboration on the image, which to me is a disconnect between artist and author. It's kind of giving holding space a little bit. But yeah, seeing the beauty that lies within is kind of what the message there is. And like, in order to connect with other people, you have to see the beauty in you. And I fully agree. I fully agree. But yeah, there's no, in the descriptions of the cards, there's no correlation to the image. There's no like, this signifies that, this means that. You know what I mean? There's no real correlation to the images. Let's see. What else? Three of Swords energy. Let's check that out. Ouch, your heart hurts, and for a valid reason. Entanglement and confusion are making a relationship, be it platonic or sexual, messy as hell. Why a relationship? Why does it have to be a relationship? Now is the time to have a good cry. Release it all, baby. This pain is temporary. On your own, you are destined to discover a renewed sense of self. Heartbreak helps you see more clearly what you deserve and what you stand for. Peace and stillness are just one step away. Reversed. Are you speaking negatively to yourself? Cut it out. Speak to yourself like you're speaking to a sweet, innocent kiddo. We all hold inner child, blah, blah. Make your own, be your own parent. Yeah, I don't know. That's a sword card, sweetie. Entanglements and confusion are making a relationship messy as hell. I don't love that. Two of Cups. Profound connection. One that is expansive, balanced, and rooted both spiritually and physically. Oh my God. The two forces in this image work in... Oh, now in this image. The two forces in this image work in harmony toward common goals, passion and compassion in equal measure. This card may be related to romance, but it can also indicate a beautiful friendship. Okay, so, like, it's not all romance, but, like... I don't know. I love the song suggestion idea. I think that's really cool. I'm not sure about some of these definitions, though. You know, I think the card images are really interesting. I do really enjoy the artwork in the deck. Well, let me look at the tower. Let's do that. When constructs we built have served their purpose and become outdated, the tower represents the need for immediate disassembly. Yeah, okay, cool. That I fuck with. Empress. Empress knows how to feel. Rather than being concerned about how we should feel, we must listen to what our bodies demand. Luxuriate in your vulnerability. I love that. That's good. So yeah, so there's a lot of good here. I guess I just feel that this isn't the deepest look. And you know what? That's not always necessary. Sometimes the simplest, most basic understanding, a good agreed upon, hey, let's just call the lovers a love thing, but let's make it about loving you, you know? So I still fully respect that. It doesn't always have to be about this, you know, deep look inward. It doesn't have to always be that. It can be a kind of a 3 feet instead of a 6 feet, you know? So, not to say there's anything wrong with it. I think it's a great deck. I just wish there was a bit more depth to some of the definitions. But I think this deck is great, honestly. I really enjoy it. I like the imagery. I just wish the lovers had some more stuff about, like, choices. I hope you understand me. And I'm curious what you think now as well. If there is a deck you like the images, but the guidebook that this is for, like this is meant for this, you know, how much do you correlate? Or can you use a deck without loving the guidebook and vice versa? Is there a guidebook that you would use for all of your decks, you know? And I really like the Power Element Tarot or Elemental Power Tarot from my last video. I really like that one. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to visit my website, madamadam.com, for private sessions, live schedule, merch, pre-order my tarot book, events I'm going to be at, crystals, etc. madamadam.com, my friends. Link in my bio. And a full look at every little thing you do as Magic Tarot is coming up right now.